Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss validity of an argument using truth tables. So, first we will consider one statement. If Ramu is a good boy, then Sita is a good girl. Let us consider. I have given Ramu is a good boy. Then what about Sita? If Ramu is a good boy, then Sita is a good girl. There is one statement is there. So I have given the clue. Ramu is a good boy. Then what about Sita? Sita is a good girl. So this concept I am rewriting. So conclusion is Sita is a good girl. So the same concept I am rewriting it as. So Ramu is a good boy. I am considering it as P. Q. Sita is a good girl. I am considering this statement as Q. So what I am the first statement, what it says, P conditional Q. If P, then Q. If Ramu is a good boy, then Sita is a good girl. What is the clue I have given? Ramu is a good boy. That means statement P. So P. So then what is the conclusion? Final conclusion, Sita is a good girl. That means Q. So PP will get cancelled, Q. So this don't try to do like this. So get cancelled. For our convenience I am discussing like this. So PP will get cancelled and you left with Q. So whenever you come across with P conditional Q and P, so you come the answer will be Q. So these two are called the premises, first premises and second premises. This is the conclusion. So these three together we call it as a argument. So these three together we call it as argument. This argument is valid or not, we have to discuss. So from the first two premises I am saying that Q is the conclusion. Whether these two premises and conclusion together you call it as argument. This argument is valid or not, we have to discuss using truth tables. So how will you do? First you have to write the P and Q, P conditional Q, next P and Q. So these are the truth values. P conditional Q values already you know. Just P values I am replacing here, Q values I am replacing here. So the last column is the conclusion column. In conclusion column what you have to do? You have to circle the false values. The corresponding statement values you have to round it. So this is the first premises and this is the second premises. You have to round it. So at least in this premises at least one should be false. So here one should be false, therefore here also one should be false. Therefore the given statement is valid. That means P conditional Q, P gives Q is correct. So therefore this is a valid argument. Next, similarly we have to find out first statement is P conditional Q, second statement is negation P, conclusion Q. These three together you call it as argument. This is a valid argument or not, we have to discuss. For that one what you have to do? We have the only two statements P, so PQ. Therefore what you have to write? PQ you have to write. Next what you have to write? Negation P column, negation P. Okay, anyway P conditional Q column, negation P column and Q. So always remember here order P conditional Q column, next negation P and Q column you have to write. These three should be together in order only. So P conditional Q, what it says? True, first statement be true, second statement is false, then gives false. That means this is false, remaining all are true. Anyway negation P values you know. Q means as these values you have to rewrite it here. Next what you have to do? In the conclusion column you have to circle the false values. So the corresponding statement premises values you have to round it. At least one should be false. Here one should be false, therefore no problem. Here no false is there, no false is there. So in these at least one should be false. Here no false is there, therefore the argument is not valid. Therefore the argument is not valid. That we have to remember. The argument is not valid. This is not a valid argument. Next, not P conditional Q. First premises, second premises Q, conclusion is P, whether this is a valid argument or not. So PQ anyway. Next, negation P I have written. So these three premises should be in order only. Negation P conditional Q, Q and P. The last should be conclusion. So you write the values of the PQ. Negation P is also very easy. Negation P to P implication Q. Negation P implication Q. So true and false only give the false. Therefore here true false. Here false, remaining all are true. Next, anyway Q you replace the values, P also you replace the values. False values you have to circle it. The corresponding premises you have to round it. How many premises are there? Two premises. That means you have to round these two. At least one false should be there. Here no false is there. Therefore this is not a valid argument or invalid argument. Next, negation P, first premises, second premises is P biconditional Q, conclusion is negation of P and Q, whether it is a valid argument or not. First PQ. Next, we require P and Q, therefore P and Q column I have framed. So negation P also we require negation P, P biconditional Q, negation of P and Q I have written. So if you look at this one, first premises, second premises and the conclusion, these three always should be in order only. So anyway you can write these values P and Q, and what it says, both should be true. Both should be true means this one, remaining all will be false. Negation P you can come across with like this, P biconditional Q, P biconditional what it says, both true is true, both false is also true. That means both true is also true, both false is true, remaining all are false. Negation of P and Q, that means this column negation you write it here. So this is the conclusion column. Whatever the false are here you have to circle it here. The corresponding premises also you have to circle. One false is there, therefore this is a valid argument. Next, here 1, 2, 3 premises and one conclusion is there, therefore PQR. Therefore PQR means you know how to write these truth values. Next, these premises should be in order only. If you look at this one, not P or Q, negation of Q and not R, conclusion is not P. So 3 premises, 1, 2, 3 premises and conclusion. So you write the corresponding values. So already you know, just I am last one I am explaining negation of P. In the negation of P, what you have to circle, you have to round the false values. The corresponding premises should have the at least one false. How many premises are there? 1, 2, 3 premises. You have to circle these 3 premises. Okay, at least one false. Here one false is there, here one false, here one false, here one false. Therefore what we can say, this is a valid argument. Okay, valid argument. So this is about the validity of an argument using the truth tables. Thank you.